spooky, scary skeletons. Should have been for the other tree. I've had that song stuck in my head for over a week now, which means it's officially fall. So we are going to decorate a super simple, do what you can with what you have Halloween tree. I did 2 Halloween trees this year, and I usually only do 1 3-foot tree for Halloween because I just don't have that much stuff for Halloween. I just dump all my budget on Christmas, and this is where we're at. And this year I dumped all my budget on my spring tree, which I didn't even film for video, but you can see it on my Instagram. It'll be linked in the description below if you want to see it. Anyway, so I kind of had to take what I had and make it work. And I thought that that might actually be something really interesting because I know that a lot of people don't have giant like decorating inventory. I don't have that for Halloween like I do for Christmas, so I kind of have to make it happen. And that's what I did with this tree, so I'm going to show you how to decorate a super simple Halloween tree. Okay, you will need a tree to decorate a tree, so you need that. And then you need to put on some Halloween music so that you got the vibe right. And then I'm going to ribbon. Ribbon is a super great option for trees that you don't have that much for because they can just take up a lot of space. I did ribbon in the way that takes up the least amount of space because I didn't have that much green ribbon and I really wanted to use this green ribbon. And so there you go. That's me testing to make sure the topper is going to cover whatever is unsightly where I put the ribbons on the top. As I ribbon, I want to give you a few tips for decorating a tree that you don't really have that much stuff. Like when you don't have that much stuff to put on the tree, here's a few tips to really help you out. First of all, put your tree in a corner. That way you don't have as much real estate to cover. So if you don't have that much to put on your tree, shove it in a corner so that like you don't have to decorate half the tree. It's awesome. Next, I want to tell you to gather up everything you have that fits the theme you're going for. So like this is a Halloween tree, so I gathered all my Halloween everything, every decoration, everything, whether I thought it was going to end up on the tree or not, just to kind of see what was going on, what I had, what I could make work, so on and so forth. So gather everything up and see what you got. From what you have, you're going to do 2 things. One, you're going to see what matching colors you have, what's going to go together. I had a lot of oranges and greens, and so it was kind of like, cool, I've also got some purple ornaments from Christmas, which we'll get to that in a second. So it's going to be a purple, green, and orange tree, and it's going to be really cute. Oh, and then once you've kind of got some colors picked out, look at what you have and keep in mind that it doesn't have to be an ornament or something on a string to go on a tree. Sometimes I don't even use anything that hangs on a branch at all. Everything is just stuffed and tucked. So remember that a lot of things can go on a tree that you wouldn't think could go on a tree. Now I'm going to move on to my topper. I'm going to use this pumpkin and this cute purple bat stuffy that I stole from my daughter. Okay, she gave me permission. And I'm going to pipe cleaner the back through this plastic framing of it and just wire that onto the top of the tree. And get that where I want it, and then I'm going to put my cute little bat stuffy. See, there's a bat stuffy, and that pumpkin is actually like a door hanging, like it's supposed to go where you would put a wreath or something. And like, look at them on a tree, happy as clams. So make sure you keep that in mind. Oh, time warp came on. Did you see me doing the time warp again? All right, the little ribbon scraps that I have left over, I am just bunching up into loops and turning them into a bow. And then I'm going to add these pumpkin buckets. These are mini candy buckets I ordered off Amazon last year. They came in a set with the jack-o'-lanterns, the Frankensteins you'll see later, and the skeletons that went on the tree I decorated last week. So I will link that in the description below because it's the most absolutely perfect thing to put on Halloween trees because they're mini candy buckets. See, there's the little Frankies. Oh, that's right, kiss. Anyway, they're perfect because they already hang, they have a little bucket handle, and they're just perfect size for like, they're ornament size, you know, and they're just, they're everything. And they were cheap. They were like $14, I think, maybe, honestly don't know. I'll link it in the description below. I also have purple ornaments. See, that's the thing. So you gather up all of your Halloween decorations, and then based on the colors that you might want to go with, you see what you have in like Christmas balls and baubles and ribbons and picks and ornaments and other things that might go with that you can totally make work that you wouldn't have thought of before. So I knew I had purple ornaments and I wanted to add them in, so I had enough for the tree. And then I'm going to add these green ornaments I had because they match the Frankensteins. So the purple ornaments tie in with the bat, the green ornaments tie in with the Frankensteins and the ribbon, and then there's all these little pumpkin pops everywhere that make it Halloween-y and jack-o'-lantern-y and just cute, and it's just perfect. And then disaster struck. Oh, I just forgot that wasn't shatterproof. Yeah, we had a casualty. It happens to the best of us. So I cleaned that up and went on with my life. All right, I'm going to add a few more purple ones. I'm digging for the right ones because there's different ones. There's reflective ones and matte ones and glittery ones, and I wanted specific things on the tree. Mainly so it just all looked put together. And lastly, I'm going to add in my woodly-doos. I made these last year out of sparkly pipe cleaners, and I've got a tutorial on my Instagram, I'll link that in the description below, of how you can make these cute things. You just get a pack, like a variety pack of sparkly pipe cleaners, and you twist them together, and they make these super cute, whimsical woodly-doos. I don't have another word for them. They're just a nice finishing touch on any tree, really. They look especially cute on a 3-foot tree, because that's just the proportions are right, but yeah. So that's the other thing, is you can also just make things really quickly and just make it happen for your tree. And with that, I think I have a finished Halloween tree. And there's my super simple Halloween tree. It's not as decked out as I usually do. I kind of love it. I love how like simple and cute it is. Geez, it has a whimsical, precious quality to it that I am not mad at. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope this was helpful for you in giving you some ideas and get the wheels turning about using some things that you have, or just ordering 1 or 2 things instead of a whole thing for a Halloween tree. Hopefully this helped you figure out a few ways that you could put together your own Halloween tree if you don't have a ton of stuff. To see my black and white Halloween tree that I decorated, you can click or tap right up here. And to see last year's Halloween tree, you can click or tap right down here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. And until we meet again, spookle on. Kidding. Sparkle on.